look, Lakers play their final game before the All-Star break as they welcome the Pelicans. NBA Wednesday is presented by State Farm. Starting Dennis Schroeder in the backcourt with D'Angelo Russell, but it will be Malik Beasley, who's like Russell, one of the newcomers. Hachimura goes to the bench. McCollum is back for New Orleans. He missed
somebody else. He said not yet. I was shattered at 11 years old.
I don't think they'll be busting of chops when the captains make their selections of the All-Star game. A lot more on the line. Here's James. And finds Russell. Hits the three. Beasley getting the deflection. And here's James with the pull-up. And it's good. Play one more time in mid-March in Louisiana. Valanciunas gets New Orleans.
Much better team and much more prepared to win games.
It's more, as Davis makes it 10-2, it's more about Russell. Year 8 for Russell in the NBA. The no-look lob to Davis for the slam. Russell has never been a high assist point guard. He's more of a scorer. How does he fit in with LeBron, who's obviously an excellent passer, as Jones gets the...
Can create his own offense. So at this stage in LeBron James' career, and even earlier, he benefited from having a guy that can go get his on his own, like Kyrie Irving. D'Angelo Russell is not Kyrie Irving, but he can do some things where he doesn't need the presence of LeBron or AD to impact the game.
It's the 4th time that Russell's been traded. Was an all-star with Brooklyn. He was there for a couple years after spending his first 2 seasons here in LA. But a half a season with Golden State and the last 3.5 with Minnesota helped them to the postseason last year. Lakers greatly improved their shooting with the acquisition of him, Malik Beasley. They also got Mo Bamba, who we'll see tonight. Jared Vanderbilt is an excellent defensive player, also coming over at the trade deadline. Here's another lob to Anthony Davis, who's got... You hate to say must-win games in the NBA, but it kind of feels like that now. We're at that stage of the year. Here's McCollum after missing badly the first time. Did not. Phoenix currently in that spot, and you have to think the Suns are going to be even better with the acquisition of Kevin. Beasley coming around a screen. Defended by Murphy. Good pass underneath. And an easy lead scorer. Now in his 5th season, former 2nd-round pick. As Beasley gets the back. Beasley drills the triple. Down low, Hachimura gets the layup. Nice high-low feed from AD.
Good regular backcourt position and can defend multiple positions.
He was traded for Devontae Graham the other night. Here's Troy Bron from deep. That's good.
Play faster. Okay, let's pick it up.
Willie Green, the head coach of the Pelicans.
Initiating offense, passing, rebounding, and scoring. I think he's a guy that can definitely be a rotational big for him.
2 seconds left. Brown walks into a 3 and nails it the 7/10 of a second.
A different basketball team. Much better versatility, much better depth. They're playing with much better pace.
C.J. McCollum, the leading scorer tonight for the Pelicans with 6 points. Here's Najee Marshall. New Orleans looking to get the deficit to single digits here in the opening minutes of the 2nd quarter. Richard at San Antonio has been coming off the bench. Good passing. Bamba with the stuff. Out the 3 off the mark. Long rebound. Schroeder quickly ahead to James, who drives and gets it to roll home. Both teams before the All-Star break. Schroeder drive and kick. Hachimura spinning. And a little follow-away debut. This is his 2nd game since coming over at the deadline. We talk a lot about, as Richardson make for this?
But what I will tell you is the game I did with Jeff and Mark Jones in Phoenix, I ran into Jeff as we have a basket there made.
Playing Jeff. Now 3 times might be excessive.
Might.
Here's Richardson for 3. That's good. Boy, Josh Richardson.
What the damage that they can do.
They were number 2 in steals in the NBA before the... Playing in his 3rd game as a Laker. Alvarado. Here's Anthony Davis working, spinning, and putting it in. Then 8 points. They got 5 guys between 6 and 8 points right now. And there's a beautiful pass to Davis. Long two is good. He's missing. They're 12 of 12. The last time they had a perfect paint, a field goal percentage in the paint in a half. Got to go back to 2003. Think about that for a second. Ingram gives it up, gets it back, 5 to shoot, driving on Vanderbilt. Ingram with the layup. That's a pretty move against an excellent Pelicans ahead of the All-Star break. LA led 38-25 after one. Ingram pull up mid-range, good. He's a terrific 15 in the first quarter. D'Angelo Russell, the lob to James for the stop. 7 rebounds for Davis. Here's Malik Beasley, another newcomer. They got
Basketball also.
McCollum turns it over, 3-on-1. James in transition, gets the layup. Teams trying to stay in the top 6 and avoid the play-in tournament, and teams like the Lakers just hoping to get into the mix. Ingram. Boy, great defense by Vanderbilt.
I'll take good offense over good defense any day of the week.
Anthony Davis. Davis collects and finishes in the lane. Ahead to Russell. Penetrates through the lane and gets the lane. No good. Here comes Russell again. He'll pull up, let it fly, and hit it. 5 rebounds, pulls up here in transition. Can't get it. Bamba slaps it back out to LeBron. Spinning, back to Bamba for the throwdown.
Smart plays by LeBron James. Had a 2-for-1 opportunity miss. Gets the rebound, thinking attack again. The drop off pass to press. There's nothing like playing with greatness. He talks about the goal of wanting to play with his son, and you can see it.
About an 8-second difference in the clocks here at the end of the third with the Lakers up 11. James knifing through the defense. Out to Reeves. Gets a 3 up. He's fouled. 5 seconds left. Puts it on the floor. Spinning, shooting, hitting. With 2 seconds. Play next Thursday. The Pelicans at Toronto. The Lakers against the Warriors. Here's James attacking the rim and getting another layup. 4 to 13 range of the West. There's only 5 games that separate 4th from 13th. Oh, LeBron James. Beautiful move. He's not your average, ordinary 38-year-old, though.
You're right.
He's McCollum. And the Pelicans with a player that can heat up quickly like Brandon Ingram and C.J. McCollum. Not out of it. Down 16, 9.5 to go. They already came back once tonight from 15 down. Now they got a 20-point deficit they got to try to overcome. They cut into it a little bit. Here's Ingram. And the 3 is good with about 15 since intermission. James gets the pass, gets fouled, and count the basket.
A couple of guys, a handful of guys have an incredible season, but he is not just a guy that's possibly a 3-time MVP. He's an all-time great.
All year, but especially during this 11-game win streak. Davis offensive rebound, got the putback shoot. Schroeder for 3. That's good.
I'm Darvin Ham. My discussion with my team, if we finish off as they win this game, the message is we don't have a week off. We're not good enough to take a week off. Let's make sure you're getting your work in and we come back with our foot on the gas pedal after the All-Star break.
Ingram gets the bounce, but we just showed you, over the last now 23 games, they're going to be
asking them to compete and defend consistently. And you don't want to be in that position as a coach.
And if you look at them last year, great tipping by Vanderbilt.
Game. If I'm Darvin Ham, I'm seriously considering getting Anthony Davis out of this ball game. Let's make sure he's healthy and whole going in
21 games. Missed 42 games last year, 36 in 2021. Had a great night tonight, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a couple blocks. So the Lakers will improve to 27-32 with 23 games remaining to make a real serious run at getting into the play-in tournament. You have to think. There's Lonnie Walker, who is now out of the. He accomplished that in the first quarter as Walker scores. We'll see if that's something that can. Reed was dealt for Thomas Bryant as Jackson Hayes gets the dunk. Final minute here in LA. Don't forget Scott Van Pelt coming up next. Tiger Woods back. 25 for Brandon Ingram, the former Laker, in a losing cause. For Mark Jackson, George Sedano, our entire crew, I'm Dave Pasch. So long from Los Angeles. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on ESPN. Don't forget Scott Van Pelt. Got a ton of stuff, NFL, NBA, college hoops, golf news, all coming up after the break.